So I got a pickup for you. It is a CD, so if you're not into CDs, then it might not be interesting for you. But CDs have been a part of me ever since high school, and it's part of the 80s, even whether you like it or not. But Miranda, lembrant, something wings, the weight of these wings, the double CD. So it is kind of expensive on eBay, but if you can find a good seller, you can get it for 20 bucks plus whatever shipping is there. So a double CD. She is country, but she is I think like new country. It's kind of more like heavy songs. So it's kind of more like rock, but it's kind of newer style country, I think. I don't think she's old country. There's old country and there's new country, so it's kind of divided. I think she falls under new country for me. But she has good sound. Uh, she is a blonde, so she's got the dolly look if you want. And it's a new band. First CD of hers that's come in. I don't have anything on her yet. And once in a while I will pick up a CD over the summer, so CDs are a big part of my collection. But I do want to come into toys a little bit as well over the summer, especially wrestling, maybe Star Wars again. But I am setting up some toys in my collection, so it's going to be nice when you see the next tour probably in the summer, I think. I'm not going to do a tour as often as I was because I'm not collecting movies as much. But once in a while I'll come into a new movie, maybe I'll get an old movie sometimes, but definitely it's a lot slower in terms of collecting movies. So I'll be on music sometimes, I'll be on games, or I'll be on toys for the most part. Once in a while I might pick up a movie. Um, but that's how it's going to be over the next couple of years. So it's going to be very slow in terms of putting out a video as well. If I buy something online, then I won't go thrifting. Unless if I have something a little bit extra, I might go every couple of months. At least once over the summer, I might go thrifting for VHS. So you might see a little pick up once in a while. But it's going to be very limited, maybe 4 or 5 VHS, just to fill up some of that bottom space I have empty. But I'm not going to be hoarding movies like I was, because I was trying to get as many old horror movies as I could last year. And once in a while I do come back into music. So, but I do want to start on toys a little bit this year. So that's why another reason I'm slowing down with movies, because of the toys. And the toys was the last thing I wanted to do to build up. But I will always come back into my music. Probably you don't sell your stuff, you can always come back into it in a year later, add something and enjoy it again. Unless if you're one of those that doesn't know how to sell stuff on eBay, you might make a little bit of money, but you'll lose your interest in what you've been collecting on. And if you build up a collection, just keep it, even if you don't have no interest in it anymore. You might come back into it in a year or so and rekindle that spirit you had, whether it be for toys or for music. So I wish I kept my collection when I was younger. I had a lot of old CDs back then, and I started selling them off for like a buck or two back then to like flea markets and stuff. Now how expensive CDs are to get back. I wish I kept them. So if you decide to sell your stuff, it's going to be gone. So just keep on doing with that. Thanks for watching.